Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. My name is Ohakade. I'm the composer for the symphonic metal project Valkada, and today we're going to be checking out Within Temptation, A Fool's Parade featuring Alex Yarmak, who I believe is a Ukrainian artist, and this was released about a week ago or so. The theme of the song is that the song serves as an anthem against the deceptive maneuvers of Russia and offers a portrayal of the harsh reality endured by Ukraine. Yep, so pretty important stuff, some pretty deep stuff. And what's also cool is that the royalties from the song will all go towards Music Saves UA. So I'm all for it. I'm down for some great music and some great messaging. We're also going to do a lyrical analysis of the song. This video is going to be edited due to copyright on YouTube, so you will get my commentary and analysis. But if you want to see the full reaction with me watching the music video and listening to the song, check the link in my Patreon for the full extended reaction. Yeah, let's see what we have here. Wow, we're about 1 minute 35 in, and yeah, it has that trademark powerful Within Temptation sound. A very spacious production with lots of reverb. It sounds very large and powerful. It has that dystopian quality to the atmosphere that they've been playing around with in their later career, which suits the theme of this song very well, because obviously it seems from the video that they are exploring what looks like ruins from the war, some areas of destruction caused by the war in Ukraine. I don't know 100% if this is filmed on location, but I would believe it. I would believe that the band is dedicated to making the visuals as authentic as possible. Alex has a really great voice. Seems like he does some screaming. I'm surprised I haven't heard of him before. But and I checked out his socials just to get more info on him, and it looks like he is a lesser known artist, and I love that the band have given him this platform in the name of promoting Ukrainian artists as a response to this atrocity. But even apart from the fact that he's Ukrainian, like, his voice is really cool. He obviously has a broad skill set vocally, and his voice complements Sharon's well. And as for Sharon's voice, her voice really does seem to be improving with age. I don't know how she consistently belts so cleanly with such passion. I am a longtime fan, and yes, I do miss the more, I suppose you could say, head voice, a more almost soprano operatic style that she used to incorporate a lot more early in her career, but I do fully understand the use of the chest voice here because it is a very grounded message, and it really is more of the type of lyrics that you would yell as a human rather than sing necessarily. And the chorus represents that. It seems like a very catchy chorus. I like that there are some nice clean guitar lines too in the instrumental. My only constructive criticism of the track so far is that there does seem to be a lot of effects on their vocals. I could notice that especially in the pre-chorus. However, I do also understand how that sound lends itself to this dystopian, almost futuristic quality. The effects on the vocals are so apparent that I fully believe it's intentional, so that's just kind of a personal taste thing on my part. Let's keep going. So I'm going to pause it there. This is the part where I felt the vocals sounded a little bit artificial, but the more I listen closely, especially to his part, I can't tell if his vocals are dropped down an octave artificially or if that really is his authentic singing voice. If so, I'm very impressed by his range, but there does seem to be a little bit of artificiality there to drop him down by an octave a little bit, but it's really hard to tell since the production is so... it's really going crazy. I'm also noticing an odd blur on the entire music video, and again, I'm not sure if that's artistic. It must be, because I have the HD settings on the video. Could be just a subtle thing to enhance the eeriness of it. Yeah, I'm just going to stop it right there again. I want to talk a little bit more about the video. I actually am really fond of this video. I think that the grief and despair evoked by the interpretive dancers is a really nice, tasteful approach to getting the message across. There does seem to be some subtle special effects on the video, which is cool, but I will say one thing I'm very pleased about, and one thing I was actually worried about before I watched this video, is I was worried that they would incorporate AI. And I could be wrong about this, but I think they have incorporated AI in a few of their previous videos in a way that I really was not fond of. And especially if they had incorporated it in this video to, like, for example, like they easily could have incorporated AI to cheaply portray like scenes of war and civilians dying, etc. And while that would have been a very literal and potentially somewhat impactful way to do the video, it would really defeat the purpose, because when you create a song that deals with such a serious message as this one, you really want to show that you really mean it. And I think incorporating the cheap AI would have really cheapened that message. So I'm so relieved that this is a really beautifully shot video. It looks like they went on location for it. And even if they didn't go on location, you can see the intent behind it, the hard work everyone put into it, the artistic way that they got the dancers. There was the dark scene during the breakdown with all the tar, etc. Even that one interpretive dancer just in the dance studio, you can sort of see she could potentially be a civilian in turmoil because she lost someone, or she's dealing with the grief of losing her home and she's just getting her emotions out in this dance. So I am a big fan of this video. I think it's beautifully executed and done. I'm gonna let the song play out before I finish my thoughts. Cool. Yeah, I wonder what those flying birds symbolize. Perhaps a freedom of some sort. I guess we'll know more when we look at the lyrics. But yeah, I was very pleased with that song. I thought the overall atmosphere and mood of the song is very appropriate. A couple more thoughts on the song itself is that I like, before the breakdown, how there was such a wide space of nothingness before we hit the breakdown. It really helped with the impact of the breakdown. The breakdown itself, it was a little bit simplistic for me. It was a little bit generic for them, just kind of riding on the pedal tones a bit. I would love to have heard some melody or groove there, but again, I guess it is all coming back to what the song means, so perhaps that straight drone was more appropriate considering the despair that the song is supposed to evoke. I do think that there also could have been a nice bridge incorporated that would have helped with the relief of that breakdown and also increase the intensity leading up to the final chorus. I would have really liked that, but overall I thought that this was a really solid single with a great message and really well executed. And of course, Sharon's vocals always blow me away. Let's see the lyrics. Hands tight, the tide has turned and you know it. Burned down, 'cause no one's buying your story. Can't hide the gallows waiting to hold you, you're nevermore, you're nevermore. The cross of love, the wrench of reliance, or shall I weigh all the shame? I don't need your praise or your blame. It's only how it fits your game. Cryptic lyrics there, could be referring to Putin. Probably most of these lyrics are an attack on Putin directly with the you. You could also interpret it as an attack on Russia as a whole, but I'm sure there's lots of Russian civilians that are not on board with the invasion. So I doubt that. Chorus. So shut your face. Stop pretending like you don't know. When all is said, you're still searching ways to burn my name. I hate your face. Your crusade is just a fool's parade, a fool's parade. So shut your face, your crusade is just a fool's parade. I'm sorry, okay, I am laughing because shut your face and I hate your face, they are a bit silly lyrics to include in such a serious song. It's kind of something that a child might yell to another child, even jokingly. So I'm not sure those are the best lyrics for a chorus, but I do like the metaphor of a fool's parade to refer to the invasion of Ukraine. Verse 2. Don't lie, don't pretend to be sorry. Sweet smiles while dominoes keep falling. No doubt it's all for your own glory, your perfect storm, your perfect storm. I wonder what that's referring to. The sweet smiles. I'm a bit detached from the overall political situation in Europe, so it could be referring to some sort of diplomacy or diplomatic message that Russia has sent out. Then we have the breakdown. I was curious about the lyrics of this because his screams in this part really impressed me. You will not make me doubt myself. You don't even know who you are, so don't blame the ones around you. You don't even know who you are, so don't blame the ones around you. Again, could be referring to Russia as a whole, Perhaps it's a country with an identity crisis. They aren't happy with peace. When it says, "You will not make me doubt myself," that could be from the perspective of Ukraine. Don't blame the ones around you. Like, don't blame the countries around you that you aren't secure with your power and your place in the world. It seems like you have an axe to grind, a chip on your shoulder, and you're taking it out on the countries around you. That's sort of what I get from that breakdown there. Yeah, interesting lyrics. I like that they're not totally surface level. They do require some interpretation. And normally I complain about lyrics being too literal, but I do think that some of these lyrics could have done with perhaps some harder hitting storytelling moments, maybe highlighting the direct plight of what people actually go through in the war. But I also respect this direction. And I do think that these lyrics could potentially be very powerful and mean a lot more and not be as vague to someone who is more familiar with the ins and outs of the current political situation going on with that war. But the base level message is completely there. The repetition of the line, "A fool's parade, a fool's parade." Again, that is a nice, succinct line, a good title for the song to completely encapsulate the theme and hammer the message home. Very well done, WT. I'm impressed. Great stuff, and I'm looking forward to more from you guys. And also Alex Yarmak, very intrigued by him and looking forward to more of his stuff too. Maybe you guys have some suggestions of songs by him that I should check out. Again, I am quite a big fan of Within Temptation. I am pretty familiar with most of their stuff, but if you would like to see me discuss specific songs, I will be totally open to that, so let me know. And of course, let me know what you think of this song, its lyrics, and there's probably some stuff that I missed in those lyrics too, so I'm open to hearing about that. That's about it for today's analysis. Thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Oha Cade. I'm the composer for the symphonic metal project Valcata. Link is in the description if you want to check us out. And be sure to become a patron or submit a special request if you'd like to influence the channel. Thanks so much and take care.